If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please consider liking it because I'm terrible at FIFA and I need all the self-esteem I can get. If you're interested in football shirts, football boots or anything football related, go check out my Depop. The link for that is also down below. If you do need any coins, head over to u7buystore.com. Use the code TVM at checkout for a discount. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory. We have some Division Rivals gameplay, but first let me show you what I've done. Gabriel Jesus, I don't know if it's Jesus or Jesus, I'm going to call him Jesus. Brought him into the team, bought him last night, 148 I think that says, 1,000 coins, which came with a hunter as well, which was, you know, fine, nothing wrong with it at all. But then of course the market crashed, didn't it? I bought him, played a game with him just to test him out. Obviously he needs a little bit more testing than that, and that's what Division Rivals was going to do today. But the reason I wanted to get it there and then was because I wanted to see if he was good enough or whether I would need to go and do Mahrez's flashback. Because as soon as I saw Mahrez, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, left-footed, Mane could play on the right, Mahrez could play on the left side of the strike partnership, it would be glorious. But Gabriel Jesus' price came down a lot recently. The ones when I saw him, he was 350k. And I thought, that's high. Didn't really look into it anymore. Turns out there was like no supply on the market. Someone had tried to price fix him, and that only lasted for like an hour. And then he went back down to his normal price of about 200 and 250k, something like that. But then of course the market crashed last night, so he did actually drop to 95k at one point this morning. I think it was about 10 AM this morning. Obviously, I hate when people say that. 10 AM this morning. Of course it was this morning. You've said AM. So yeah, 10 AM. He dropped down to about 95, and I thought, Christ, I've lost a lot of money on this guy. He's bounced back. I think now he's about 120, 130k. So I don't mind too much because I've not really lost that much, if anything, compared to some people. So I'm all right with it. First game of Rivals. Of course, most of the Rivals that I play, it's co-op. It's because it's far more enjoyable to play co-op. Not necessarily all the time, but in Rivals it is, because it doesn't really matter whether you lose or win. You could just go again. You know, people who brag that they're in Division 1 or the Elite Division, unless you are an unbelievably high skill rating, it doesn't impress me necessarily, because it's just a case of time. If you want to get... Look at this, actually. Let's go back to that in a second. Look at this. This is an awful decision. He sends Kimpembe off. It's not even my Kimpembe, it's his Kimpembe. For that... My player runs into my player, and Kimpembe gets a red card for it. We then score a goal subsequently from a goal kick that we got from an attack. And I honestly thought the game was done, but then Antonio scored. We do go on to win this game, but that was just nonsense. It ruined the game for him, because I honestly think he probably could have beaten us if... Look at that from Jesus. Oh, sexy. Because he was a good player, but obviously with 10 men, it's very difficult. He started lunging, moving the keeper and stuff, and then we just took advantage and he left. But yeah, it's just time consuming getting to the Elite Division or even Division 1. I don't think it's that difficult. You will get games that are hard, of course you will. But because there's no relegation, it's just a case of playing. And eventually you will get a favourable run of form, whether it be a couple of people gifting you wins in a row because they don't want to progress, or whether it's because the person you're playing against has put the time in, somehow got a favourable run of fixtures, got to that division, and now you're playing against him and you're better than him. There's any number of reasons why, but for me, unless you've got an unbelievably high skill rating, it's not as impressive as it looks first glance. Which, you know, it might, you know, you can say, oh well, you're saying that, but you're not in the Elite Division. No, you're not. You're in Division 1, and you've got to use co-op to get up there anyway. And you can say that all you want, and I am, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, in Division 1. And I think we are going on Wednesday to try and get into the Elite Division just to finish the season off. Because the season finishes, of course, on Thursday morning. So we're going to try and get into the Elite Division just to pick up the extra rewards. Because we're only, I think, 6 wins away. So we'll see. I mean, we could be more wins away. But at the moment, we're on a streak. So we are 6 wins away. We'll see what happens. But today's gameplay was nice. It felt good. The team felt really nice, and the big takeaway from it really is that I think Gabriel Jesus is going to work in this team. I'm not belittling anyone who gets to the Elite Division, by the way. Not at all. If you get there, of course it's an achievement, because even if you've had to put the time in, and even if you didn't get favourable fixtures and you are that good at the game, honestly, well done, and obviously well done. But I do still think that anyone can do it over time. It's just a case of putting the time in. If you've got there and you've been there for ages, obviously you're better at the game than someone who's taken a lot longer to get there, who needed the favourable fixtures, of course. But that's where the skill rating comes in. That's where they separate. So the higher the skill rating, obviously, the better you are, because no favourable amount of fixtures is going to give you a high skill rating. Anyway, in terms of division rivals, we are in Division 1. Like I said, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not really sure. We've had to convince ourselves to do it, to be honest, because twice, or 3 times actually, we stopped from getting promoted from Division 3 because the rewards from Division 3 to Division 1 are not really that much different. It is honestly, in my opinion, better just to stay in Division 3, throw the promotion every time you get a chance to do it, and just stay in Division 3. But as it's really close to the end of the season, we thought we'd just play. Let's not worry about it. Let's just see what happens. And we got to Division 1 without really thinking about it. The last 2 games we played were, right, we might as well try and do it. So we did concentrate a little bit. I'm not trying to like big myself up and say I'm really good at this game. I'm better than I thought I was, and I am better than I was a couple of weeks ago, but I'm still not great. Division 1, on Thursday, let's just say, for example, something happens, we don't get to the Elite Division, which is highly possible, and highly likely, to be honest. Let's just say we stay where we are. We stay at 3. We've got our 7 wins, and we could take that, which, let's be honest, no one will, and I won't. We could take that, which, a little bit more favourable, but what I'm going to take, I think, is this. So, untradeable 100k, and a tradable 50k. I think I'm going to sacrifice the, what was it? 27.5k. I'm going to sacrifice that. I'm going to take the tradable 50k pack. If, and only if, there is a promo on Friday, because I'm not like certain, and I don't know anything, but it's such an EA thing, because they know that this milestone, where is it? Milestones is finishing for the basically monthly rewards for rivals. It is finishing on Thursday morning. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind and no confidence in EA to release a new promo, because they know people are going to be getting 100k packs. So they'll put a new season out on Thursday. They may give us a couple of flashback SBCs throughout the week, but I don't think they're going to drop a new promo on Friday. I can't even think of what promo it could be. So we'll see what happens. But on Friday, or Thursday rather, we'll have 2 100k packs and a Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack minimum. If, and this is a big if of course, if we do manage to make it to the Elite Division by then, we will pick up 2 100ks and a Rare Mega Pack. The difference is minimal, and it's ridiculous really. If you can make it to the Elite Division, you've either put a lot of time into it or you're really good at the game. You deserve more than the Rare Mega Pack for the jump, because a Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack jumping to a Rare Mega Pack isn't much of a jump, if any at all. Some people may prefer this pack. So for me, I think it either needs to be 3 100ks or 2 100ks and 2 50ks, or 1 50k and 35k or something. I don't know, anything. It just needs to be a little bit more than what they're actually giving for Elite Division. And that's me saying it before I've even got there. But, you know, it is what it is. We are where we are. Who knows what happens at the end of the season, by the way. I'm not even sure EA know, to be honest, because they've got conflicting things in different pitch notes. But we may get relegated down 1 division. We may go down 5. We may stay where we are. Who knows? I've got no idea. Foot Champs, can't play it. So that's going to be fun. Because they did say they're going to give us an update later today on Twitter. But at the moment, you can't enter it, which means you won't be able to enter it till the new season. You won't have the qualification points, so you'll need to go and do that on Thursday. So you'll need to go and win XX number of games, depending on what division you're in, to get the qualification points. Obviously, your rival rewards will count towards some of it, and then you can go and qualify. Some people already qualified, and now they don't know whether that's going to count or not. Some people had the points ready, myself included. Don't know if they're going to carry across. So who knows? What an absolute pile of nonsense that is. Not a big fan of it. I've got 90k. Reason being is because I've done my thing, and I've traded my way back up by but I think I've probably made about 12 to 15k from these. I've got 2 left as well. They're all testers. Every single one of them is me testing what nation managers work in what leagues and how much money I can make from them. I was looking at it. I think Fark and Gerrard and Fowler are the only 3 that weren't me testing. The other ones are testing. Like, I'm testing rare bronzes, non-rare silvers, rare silvers and stuff. I'm just trying to feel it out and see what works and see what doesn't. I've got a general gist of what I can do now. So tonight, because there's nothing really for me to play for necessarily, I might just sit there and do that for a couple of hours and see how many coins I can make, because I can make about 15k doing that with about 10 minutes worth of work. You might have to relist it, but I don't have to do anything other than just relisting, because they will eventually sell for the amount that I put them up there for. It's interesting. Objectives before we look at SBCs and then open packs. Fellaini, I've started it last night. This was 1 game. Score 3 goals using midfielders. Assist 4 using players with minimum 75 physical. And then, of course, win 4 and score during 7. So I played 1 game with Gabriel Jesus last night in a friendlies. It was the no rules, and I think I won 9. I gave the guy loads of goals. He was being an absolute arse as well at the end, so I stopped giving him goals. I think it finished 9-3. Stopped giving him goals. He was doing my head in. He was bringing his keeper out. He was sliding all over the place. When I say bringing his keeper out, he was literally running the keeper up the field to the halfway line and beyond, trying to tackle me. So obviously he was trying to, because at that point he was 4-1 down, I think, and he was trying to just, say, hey, look, go and score a goal. So I'd go and score and get the objective done. I'd move my keeper and move my defence out the way for him to get a goal, because I thought, well, I might as well help him out as well. And he'd run up to the line and stop on the line and not put the ball in the back of the net. So I thought, well, if you're going to be a dick about it, you're not going to get anything. So I gave him 2, and then I didn't give him any because he was doing my nutting. So there we go. Today we could get an icon SBC. Will I do it? I don't know. Depends on how expensive it is. Yesterday we got Riyad Mahrez, which I think is a fantastic card. Great pace, really good agility, nice dribbling. Shame about the stamina, but you can't have everything. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, works in my team perfectly. But I wanted to try Gabriel Jesus, and I think that's why his price came down eventually. But either way, I don't think I'm going to do Mahrez, because I quite like Jesus, and he worked really well for me as a striker. He's got better finishing than Mahrez as well. And I can play Mane on the left, who has a 4-star weak foot. So it's fine. I'm all right with it. I don't think there's anything else to talk about in terms of... Oh, rare gold pack. I didn't see that. I haven't done it. How long have I got left? A day. I will do that ready for tomorrow. And there we are. The unfortunate thing about... no. The unfortunate thing about no promo potentially on Friday. I'm hoping there is, but the unfortunate thing about it is we're going to just have to sit there and wait to open our packs. Speaking of which, my preview pack for the 50k gave me Ilicic. They crashed the market with this, and they couldn't even give me a good card worth opening. Shameful. My other one, Patson Daka, shocking. I've had 1 good one of those, but there we are. Never mind. Gold pack. I've got a mega pack in here. That's the only thing really worth opening, but you never know, we could get something in one of the smaller packs. I am hoping for a nice big card, but whether we get it or not, another story. Wagner, is he American? Am I thinking of the wrong Wagner? X Factor Wagner? I don't know. 75 plus rated. Yeah, if there's no promo, we just keep the packs. I'm not going to open them. Hey, a board from a 75 plus. Do these because they are decent, although that isn't particularly great. It might help towards one segment of the icon if they drop it, so I'm not going to turn that away. Walkouts and boards are very much welcome here. Let's do the premium gold pack. I won't open rewards on Thursday regardless, which is a shame. I hate having to keep packs, but the rule breakers, I'm pretty sure, leave packs on Wednesday, so there's literally nothing to open the pack for unless you fancy your chances of packing an inform, which I don't. Hinterregger. I don't know why I keep these cards. I really don't. I should just bin them off. I've got so many cards on my transfer list now that are about 78 rated or something. I don't know why I don't just get rid of them. I think I'm waiting for some sort of upgrade SBC. Oh dear. So it all falls down to the mega pack, unfortunately. Shame. 82 rated Bernat isn't terrible if there is like an 82 or an 83 rated squad for said icon. I don't know why I think it's going to be, but obviously EA have ruined the market with the preview pack. They need to do something. The hero pack lifted the market massively, so an icon pack makes sense. They could give us another hero pack. I would be surprised if they did that. They have put the icon pack in the code, so it could be that. If I decide to do it, I really want Maldini. I know he's 87 rated. I know he's a left back. Perfect. It would be fantastic. But let's open this and get the video done, shall we? Why not? Please, EA, give me a rule breaker. Oh, give me English. It's Kudus. Never mind. The worst one. I mean, I got one. I asked for one. I didn't specify. That's my problem. That's my fault. I didn't specify what rule breaker I wanted. He's not bad, to be fair. He could come off the bench and do something for me. So we'll see what his in-games look like. But you never know. There could be a Messi. I've done that once. I don't think it's going to happen again. Hey, I'm alright with it. In form, that could go into something. Very good links as well because he's Premier League. One duplicate. Could be Raheem Sterling. Shadow and a Hunter. Why not? Bit of everything. And Sebastian Coates, who was a rule breaker last week. But it is what it is. Let's have a little look at the stats before we finish that, because that card, on face value, looks okay. 4-star, 3-star, high, left-footed. I tell you what, if I gave him... I'm not going to start him, obviously. But if I gave him... What's his free kicks? 50. Okay, I need a free kick taker, basically, and I don't have one. But if I gave him a defensive chem style, and to be fair, he doesn't need a defensive chem style, but if I gave him one, I could play him on the left as a sub. I could bring him on instead of Sterling if I needed someone who can go forward, but also someone who can come back and defend. He's actually a very good card. That is a cam and a half, because you've got the agility. Well, he's 5'10". You've got great agility, really good passing, dribbling's class, ball control's class. He's got a bit of strength to him as well. He's fast. And if I boost that finishing, he knows where the goal is. That's actually a very good card for an 83. Let's be honest, he's not going to sell for anything. Not that I can anyway, but I'm alright with it. Not a bad 35k pack. Thank you very much. I'll keep that just in case there's an icon. But yes, if there is, I need Maldini. He will go instead of Walker. I'll flip the team around, and then I might look to get record breaker Trent instead of Hakimi, who will be replaced by Maldini. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But failing that, just a decent attacker that I can take Sterling out for, play Mane as a left mid, and then play said icon up front alongside Gabriel Jesus. Plenty of options to upgrade. That's going to do it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, do me a favour and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.